How many of you are got? You've been taking the CLAT mock test you've been taking, alright. So how many of you take? Let me think of your best score, which probably will be mock 23. Think of your best score, and I'm going to ask you this question about your best score, not your average score, about your best score. So how many of you is that figure is more than 140? Okay, what's your name? Ritu. Okay. What was your score, Ritu? 150. Oh. And so your other marks you can consider better for 140 plus. The C is not you got rank 1. Oh, we have a rank 1. Please, one round of applause at least. To count one here. So, this is for you. You can, whatever I'm saying, you take it from one here, leave it to mother. Stick to whatever you're doing. Okay. Don't try and change the plan based on what I'm saying. Working for her. Okay, let me not spoil it for her. Okay. And then how many are like 130 to 140? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and your best score can't be. You always raise your hand. Alright, thank you. And what's your score? Same of 23. 18. Yours? 136.2. You didn't know the decimal. And which score was it? Which class? And someone raised your hand here. Yeah, how much was yours? 131? 130. 130. Not there. And anyone else there? Please shout. 148.75. 148. Raise your hand and ask enough. So with this, who got more than 140? 138.25. Alright. So, and now we are getting into embarrassing raising hands. Okay. How many are like 120, 130? Nobody. The 1. Okay. And okay, 2. 100 or 120. This is a frustrating. You try every month you try hard and it doesn't stop. And rest are 1800. Okay, 10. Alright. So we have thank you. So we have I think for the CLAT we have 2 weeks.
मैंने कॉपी तो कर लिया ना.
That is 14 days. And what best we can do in these 14 days better than we do well in the CLAT. And what is a good score to make it the top 3? Your 1 BHK, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Kolkata. What's the 130 is it? 130 is a good score, okay? And to get at least a college that I can tell my friend I'm going to join this school would be, the top 5 would be what? 120. Now obviously this depends upon the difficulty of the paper. So what we need is somewhere I think what we have to target, at least today, target a score of 130. Okay. Alright, so you tell me the problems that you're facing. Anyone? So for example, then I can address those in my session. Anyone has anything specific that you're bugging your mind that you want me to address? Yeah.
हाँ ये वाला भी कर दिया.
इसका लिंक भेजा किसी ने?
अभी नहीं भेजा, लिंक कॉपी कर रखा मैंने.
नाम क्या था इसका? नाम नहीं
मिशन क्लैट जो है.
Or is it because you don't want to do that? So let them take time for it. So how many of you have
लिंक किसका लिखा है?
नोटपैड.
You are
ये रहा.
okay, there was a lot of you are not you. Okay, let me also ask this. So let one say there will be a lot of questions now. Okay. GK, let's start with GK. How many are like more than 40 in GK? 1, 2, 3. More than 40. Alright, great. How many are 30?
ईमेल किसका खुला हुआ है? ईमेल किसका नहीं खुला हुआ है इसका?
मेल नहीं खोला है.
Less than 20 days. Alright, great. Thank you. Let's go to math. How many are 15% math? 1, 5, not 5, 0. So only 20%. How many are like 10 to 3? Okay, rest of you there. How many like 0 always? Thank you too
अरे
much.
एक ही
Let's
करके
go
जाओ
to
अरे
let's go
कोई
to
एक जना
English.
जाओ एक एक करके मैं समझ रहा हूँ लेकिन एक एक
How many
करके
like 30%
एक
English?
जना चले जाओ एक जना आ जाना फिर एक जना
Fair enough. Okay.
मैं एक
Let's
जने के
go to
साथ
logic.
बैठा हूँ।
How many 40% legal? 40% legal. Sorry. Okay. Move to you.
दोनों पार्टी
And how
साथ में
many
चले
30% logic?
दोनों पार्टी साथ में चले
Okay. This is but this does not happen consistently. No? You want to look at all your mock and pick your legal score from mock 8, math score from mock 11, English score from mock 18, and logic score from mock 23, and add all that up and go to Bangalore. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Fair enough. Alright, let me give you a simple plan. And once we start with the simple plan, let's figure out if you want to get 120, those who are struggling, 120 is 90 plus 20. 90 plus 30 will make it 120. Let me break it into two areas. One is you have English, legal and logic, right?
Late
Another is your favorite subject,
क्लास
GK
ले रहे
and
हैं
math. Alright. To get to 120,
वो एक क्लास सीपी पे ले रहे हैं वहां से खत्म करके भागते
From
हैं
English, logic and legal, I'll score close to 90. Maths and GK put together, I'll score close to 30. So if you are 0 in maths, then that is 13 GK. So 90%. Anyone aiming for 140 would be 100 from logic, legal and English, and you need 40 from maths and GK. That will probably put 140. And to get 100 in logic, legal and English, legal 40 and logic 30 makes it 100. Sounds simple. No, it doesn't sound simple. Alright. So this is what we're going to do. Is, alright, so what we'll do is we'll go through each section and figure out what is the best that you can do in the next 18 days or 14 days. The best you can do. The second thing we'll look at how to take a test. We talked about issue with time management. Okay, how many have problem with managing time? That's all of you. How many? Let me ask you another question. How many have problem with no problem with managing time? Okay, fair enough. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your hand is up or down? Okay. Okay. Alright, so same slide. So this is so we are in the last night, right? We'll try and figure out what is the best that we can do in the last night. And the attitude that I want all of you to carry is this attitude that somebody can beat me, somebody may beat me, but at the end of the day, that person has to bleed to beat me. So I'm not going to let my seat just like that. Alright. If somebody is behind 358 and we are going to make a pledge today, all of us sitting here. This one. You may beat me, but you'll have to bleed to beat me. Well, that's a pledge that you take. 148 is awesome. But at least you can aim for 140. How many are saying that only the top three? Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, no, not top two. At least you can please raise your hand. Let's all raise your hand. How many only top three? At least we can still believe it's going to be the top three. We will change your mind after the results happen. What you such a time? You're going to say only the top three. Alright. So we'll sorry. So most of the time when we look at the problem, and the problem is so somebody once told actually 75% of the problem gets solved if you know what your problem is. Okay. So my question is, do we know what the problem is? Can I ask you what's the problem that you have? For not getting 140, I cannot ask you. Okay. Can I ask you what is the problem that you have?
I face so many problems in the GK part.
So you have a lot of problems in GK part. Why would you face problems in GK? Alright, either I know or I don't know what is the problem. So GK is the problem. Can I ask you what's the problem that you face? Time management problem that you face. Can I ask you what problem you face? Time management is the problem. Can I ask you? GK is the problem. You're all telling me nice problem. time management problem, but I think okay, what happened? Okay. So there are total 200 questions. We need to get to 140, and we are currently at 100, or wherever you are. Okay. But I think when you start, when I ask this question, somebody is at 80, right? Someone is 80, and I'm asking that person who's got a score of 80 to aim for 130. You're already believing 80. You're already done math. 80, 90, 100, 110. 120, 130, in 50, you already going. Okay. The reason why it becomes overwhelming is so the now when you start looking at the problem where you always overwhelming. But what I can do is there are other two more numbers. One is let me ask you can I pick some more? Can I pick this? So you get a score. What's the best score? Huh? So we are here. This is your slide. Okay. Eight best score 100. How many do you get? 180. Yeah. You attempt 180. You get a score of 100. How many is correct? Out of 180. But then there is negative marking. No? Alright. So one thing, the first gap is I have attempted 140 and most of it were 140 things. 140, I have attempted 140 questions and I've got 100 right. There itself is the first problem. What happens to 40? And the second is, alright, I was given 200 questions, I may have attempted 140, but actually I knew 160. For some reason, for time management, whatever it is, I did not attempt those 50 questions, which means there are 3 numbers. 2 more numbers I do not know. So the first thing that I want to know is when you go back on today, if you don't know this number, find that number. Because knowing that number will tell you what best I can do in 14 days. Please remember, 14 days is what we have. How many hours are you planning to study every day? Can I ask you, how many hours are you planning to study every day? 4 hours. How many hours are you planning to study more than 4 hours? Okay, I can ask you, how many hours are you planning to study every day? 8. Anyone planning to study more than 8 hours? You, how many hours are you planning to study every day? 10 to 11. Now the 158 our topper is saying 10 hours. So if this is going to study 10 hours, we can't be it. Now what we have to do is, okay, I'm giving you a figure, we're going to study 10 hours every day. Okay, huh? So in these 14 days, what I have to be is a good 140 hours. Let me put the 140 hours in perspective. In the last, how many people are preparing for the last 1 year? For CLAT. Some of you have been preparing for a long period of time. Can I ask you a question there? Before January, how many hours did you put every day for CLAT? Every day. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. How many hours every day did you put? 2 hours every day. Most of the answer would be, I would have put about 52, on an average, half an hour per day. Most of the people would have put about half an hour per day for about, even if you put 1 hour per day for 140 days, that is 140 hours, we still have 140 hours if you're willing to put 10 hours every single day. So let's start by saying we have 140 hours. The next thing I need to understand, what else you can do in this 140 hours so that my score will improve. Right? So we have 50 marks into, we have 40 marks into, we have 140 hours, 140 divided by 40. 0 got cancelled. 14 divided by 4. 4 3s are 12, so 4 4s are 15, 3 point something. So every 3 hours I'm spending, 1 mark I need to improve. Let me put it that way. Every 3 hours I'm spending, I'm going to push 1 mark. Something like that. So therefore, what I need to know is how do I push the 140 hours and so there are these 3 gaps. One gap that you have is an accuracy gap. Is it because, ask yourself, if I reduce this mistake that I'm making, how much can I improve? If you improve 5 marks by simply reducing the mistake, that is 15 hours of prep form saved. If you can reduce 5 hours, you are putting about 3 hours per question, no? 3 hours per mark. So So if you can reduce the mistake and then say get about 4 to 5 marks, and that is about 15 hours. This is what is going to happen from now on. Anyone has any issue? You have the right hand. You can raise your hand and ask me. Okay, I will listen to you. If not, you're going to come to the stage and you're going to talk about a topic that I'll give you for 30 seconds. It's fair. That's fair. If I hear someone running, speaking to each other, this is what is going to happen. You're going to come to the stage. I'm going to give topic. Topic could range from algebra to women empowerment. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so one gap is an activity. The second gap is you knew 160 questions, but it's called 140, which is the issue that you are saying, supposed to be saying, that I'm not able to manage my time. And the third is I know 200, out of the 200 questions, I only know 160. My question number one is, in the next 140 hours that we have for study, can I do something about this? Trying to study more. Can I don't know. So you have to then figure out what gap you want to fill. I'm going to fill the gap and get those marks from either studying more, or 2, trying to figure out how to take the test properly, or 3, trying to reduce my mistake. Let's go one by one. And what is the best you can do? I think let's talk about what is the okay. Let me out of 10 questions that is solved, how many you get 9 correct? 90% accuracy. 1. Okay, very good. This for 90% accuracy. How many are like 80% accurate? Some of you. How many are like 70% accuracy? Okay, this is for you. This board is for you. Oh, you are about you have got a 72% accuracy. Let's see. I don't know why I get 72% for some mathematical calculation. I got a 72% accuracy, which means I got 28% of the question wrong. And because of this awesome 1 negative marking, the 28 divided by 4 is 7% more wrong. My net wrong became 35% wrong. But what we must also understand, this out of the 120 limit that was given to me, what did I do for 35% of the time? 35% of the time, what were I doing? Assuming that you took equal amount to all the questions, 35% of the time is wasted. 35% is 120 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I calculated okay. It's 42 minutes. So what 70% accuracy means? All of you means that they gave you 2 hours. You said rough notes. I don't need you bloody 2 hours. I'm going to solve the paper 120 hours. That last challenge paper time pass. I'm going to sit there and hit me one by one. So imagine this. Imagine you're doing all the mistakes at the end and you did it really well. Then you can understand what you're doing. And let me push it like this. All the first 65% of the time, out of 120 minutes, you got everything correct. From then on, every question is wrong. One wrong. minus 0.25, minus 0.25, minus 0.25, minus 0.25. अच्छा अगर 5 मार्क आपने 1 मार्क लेकर आया मैथ सॉल्व करके वो निकल गया सर another 0.25, minus 0.25, minus 0.25, minus 1. One more gone. That is the GK that you studied, madam. You studied geography. You studied geography in India has got how many districts? 10. Boundaries. Kerala का boundaries easy. एक साइड में पूरा पानी है. Awesome. You studied everything and got that 1 mark, and because of your duty, that 1 mark eaten away. So I think that what accuracy you want to work with, I think accuracy that you want to work with is 80%, 85%. Or like him, you want to look at an accuracy very close to 90%. And why do you make mistakes? I think you make 3 kind of mistakes. One kind of mistake is a silly mistake. Second kind of mistake is a conceptual mistake. And third kind of mistake is a stupid mistake. Now let me start with a stupid mistake. Stupid mistake is, now you tell me, how many we get a 3 question wrong? Okay, how many get about 10 GK questions wrong? How many do you get wrong? Out of the GK, how many GK questions get wrong? 8 to 10 questions wrong. How many do you get about 10 GK questions wrong? I don't understand this. How can you get a GK question wrong? I see a question, I don't know what the answer is. I have no idea. Yet I decided I'm going to mark C. With this GK, I don't know how many gamble with GK. Yeah, you have something to say?
Actually, but you know that there's very less number, but there is some that ये इसका background पता है, इसका background पता है शायद से सही होता है, इसलिए कर
Okay, so you said your issue is they gave you 50 questions of GK, you give 20. 30 का पता नहीं है. तो ठीक है बता दीजिए. Why are you feeling bad about you don't know 30? And for some strange reason you have to work on. I think this is what happens with GK. Let me tell you this. If you don't know a question in GK, and you read the question in GK, you read the option, one of the options will tell you, I am the answer. If you keep reading it, the option C, looks amazing, this must be the answer. Then after about 10 seconds, your mind is started working saying, if it is C, 1 mark. And then your statement has given it apple and tempting you. Hello, please have the apple, please have the apple. You're like, maybe this happens to really help me get into backlog. Please, ladies and gentlemen, no stupid mistake. And the second thing I can make a stupid mistake, legal GK. Article 19, in bracket A, J, C, L, D. No. Article 19 ठीक पता है, bracket किधर क्या पता नहीं है, and you're going, A कैसे होगा? ये तो फर्स्ट है. How can it be A? It should be something like the alphabet in the middle. So, F, awesome. Please. Oh, I love it. And the third thing is in English. I don't know what the word means. Lapsus calami. Lapsus calami. What does it mean? Lapse. Calami. Calam is pen. So it is lapsus calami will be, there's one option says slip of a pen. That must be it. And that is the answer. By the way, that is the answer. But does it work always? Okay. So one mistake that you can avoid is your issue is there is actually a attempt of 140, 150, 160, 20, 30 attempts is useless. Because you have attempted a question to make you feel good. That when you go out, you can tell your friends, yes, 130, 140. And then once the score is out, you can blame the question galat tha. So net ka garbad hua tha. And all these things. Don't understand. Let me talk about silly mistakes you make. The silly mistakes you make is, one is you don't read. You're not hurrying to solve. One is, for example, if I say a question says that for example, Raju's age is 70% of Ramu's age, and Ramu's age is 50% more than Ajit's age. And you miss this thing more than all those kind of small things. And other thing that happens is people get excited, especially those of you who don't know math. And you solved the question and you got it right. In the excitement, you missed out reading some important things and got that wrong. So you can't make silly mistakes. Silly mistakes in principle, for example, legal principle. And you read the principle by heart and you never had read it before. Why waste time? I don't read the principle completely. I go to the fact and I miss an important aspect on the principle. I didn't read the principle. Or I miss something on the fact. And I miss on, for example, silly mistake like A is only one is implicit, B is only two is implicit, C is neither is implicit, D is both are implicit. We are so used to marking C as both are implicit that we make this silly mistake. So these mistakes can be avoided. So you have to figure out you have to figure out what kind of mistake you're making. And the last one, of course, would be the conceptual mistake, which is you don't know something. That means you have to go back to the book and read. So here is one. If let's say that you look at the whole paper again, look at the kind of mistake that you're making, and see if you can avoid mistakes. If you're prone to make silly mistakes, you have to probably take the extra time to read the question and then solve. Knowledge, I don't know. I don't know what to do with knowledge. Let me lay it out like this. Okay, sorry. That if I divide, yes, ma'am. Madam, excuse me. Your I am talking for you for 30 seconds. Please come. Yes, come. What's your name? Both of you, please come. Now sit here. Sit here. Yeah, I'll call you. And I'm ready to give you the mic. You're twins. And so good, you can sit here. Alright, so I'm going to divide this paper into two types of questions. One is question that requires knowledge, and the question that does not require knowledge. The question that requires knowledge, in English, would be vocabulary and grammar. How many questions there be? Out of the 50? Out of the 40, sorry. You have 10 questions on reading comprehension, typically 5 on parallel, and rest of think bank on all of this. Normally, there could be a case that all are but mostly you'll find about 25 questions this side and 15 questions that side. The whole of GK is knowledge based, that is 50. And logical reasoning is completely that is 40 questions. Legal reasoning is that side, and legal GK is this side. Legal GK roughly about 20, and legal reasoning roughly about 30. And math I don't know where to put, so let me put on somewhere in the middle, depending on where I want to put. Let me add all the left hand side to this. Vocabulary and this is about 25 questions, plus your GK is about 50 questions. 25 plus 50, 75, very good. And your legal GK about 20 questions. 75 plus 25, 95. It means about 50% of your paper is pure knowledge, and 50% of your paper is pure logic. And the question is, can I study knowledge in the next 140 hours? Let me tell you, what are the knowledge that you should not touch? Please don't study vocabulary in the next 140 hours. Don't mark words. Don't start with A, B, C, D, and by the time you reach the CLAT, you'll probably reach D. Now go. Legal GK, yes, and legal awareness, yes. You will study legal GK, no? Please revise. If you not been studying legal GK, the book can please mark everything. And read everything. I think Constitution is the one that's not will go. Legal awareness is also cute because every week only about 4 to 5 news happens. You can please know. And if somebody wants to study, how many of you not done much about the GK, current affairs? Not done much. Okay, let me talk to you. I think the best you can do is, if you want to do, the best you can do is take the last 3 months, which is January, February, March. 3 months, that is 3 into 3 into 30 is 90 days. Each day about 6 news, 90 into 6 divided by 90 into 6, 90 into 6, we not multiply, 90 into 6. Each news takes about 10 minutes, 90 into 6 into 10 divided by 60. So we need 90 hours. Okay. If you want to finish off Jan to March of current affairs, you can do that in about 90 hours. You have 20 days, so 90 divided by 20, 0, 0 got cancelled, 2, 9, 4.5 hours. So if you want to study 4.5 every single day, you can still manage the last 3 months. If those of you have finished, how many of you more or less sorted with the normal current affairs? And have you studied the static GK as well? And if anyone wants to venture into static GK, I think any book that you take, Pearson, Panorama, your book, Ratnam, it will give about 1,000 pages of amazing information. And okay, you will say one day, what are the rivers in the world? Nile, Amazon, and उसके बाद you leave. You want to go to the top 1 and 2. I think if you want to do a thousand pages, each page about 3 minutes, 3,000 minutes divided by 60, 0 got cancelled, 300 divided by 6, 50 hours, 50 hours, 50 hours. So we have about 20 days. 20 divided by 50 is 0 got cancelled. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 hours. You can do. Maybe before the class you will go to the shift. And then you forget. You take everything into the room. Once the test is over, oh, Nile is gone from this side, Amazon from this side, number of states in India gone from this side, and then you can go peacefully. It is possible. If somebody wants to put in that effort, and I'm saying I can even give you an idea that you are solved with most of the things. I want to do GK. All that I'm going to do is 140 hours of GK. Okay? You can do anything. What you have to figure out is, what is that you going to do with knowledge? Legal GK, yes. Figure out what is that you want to do GK. My suggestion is, forget vocabulary, forget grammar. And then you have stuff on the right hand side. RC parasyllables, logical reasoning and legal reasoning. Let me talk about logical reasoning a bit. Is there any area in logical reasoning that you don't know? Like for example, calendar, clock. Oh. Is there any area that you don't know? If there is any area, pardon? Calendar you don't know. Cube, you have a cube 64, cut 64, painted and voila. It is a 5-minute job. Please have 5 minutes to understand what happens if you cut a cube. But my suggestion is, no matter what happens in the test, there is one cube question, one set is 5 questions. And there is a calendar with one set is 5 questions. So 10 questions out of the 40 is 5 on cube and 5 on calendar. Your CLAT is going to be a panic. And the problem with logical reasoning is, if there is any area of logical reasoning that you don't know, please address it. And you can go to the factory and say, Dada, baith jao, teach me calendar. But in the end, alright, I'll meet me, I'll get this sorted. Or I can teach you calendar after the second get over. Cubes, I can teach you cubes after the second get over. It's a 5 minute thing. So give me on Alright, so to make a little bit of sense of what is that I have to study, let's look at what happened in the CLAT over the years to figure out what to study, to build our knowledge. This is CLAT current, so this is the year, 105 days National Law School. What is the total mark? What is the cutoff of the top 3? And we look at, so it was started with, if you look at the first was conducted by Bangalore. And all the logical reasoning questions were Bangalore, all of them. All the logical reasoning were critical reasoning. All. Logical reasoning where, you know what critical reasoning is, no? Shorter paragraph, and now tell, what did he say? And which are the following can strengthen the argument, all of them. And it was, there was differential marking, it just stopped. And then came Hyderabad, the paper got leaked. So test was conducted again, which was the 9th one. And then came Bhopal. All the 50 questions of 45 questions of legal reasoning, all of them the legal GK. Oh, the legal GK. The next one was Kolkata. Kolkata was the most amazing paper. You look at the cutoff. Mind you, at that point in time, there was no negative marking. Without negative marking, Kolkata had a cutoff of 130. 4 DD comprehension. Okay. Multiple principles, no legal GK. Every legal has got multiple principles, 5 principles and 5 questions. And 35 critical reasoning questions and only current affairs. No standard GK and only current affairs. And the best thing was 11 questions had answers underlined. The paper now. So the garage answer underline. Now you can imagine what 131 means. That is after 11 underlined answers. The public needs to be clear in that particular paper. Then came the amazing Jodhpur. Alright. The Jodhpur was, so when Kolkata came out to the paper, Kolkata came out, they explicitly mentioned the current affair will be from March of the previous year to March of this year. Those who just cut pasted that particular page. Everybody studied only current affairs from March of this year to March of next year, but then they are GK. Oblique will make a sorry. Declared answer errors. Static GK was asked. The notification mentioned only current affairs. 145 was for top 3. 145 was top 3 without negative marking. And then came back to, because the first time the negative marking came, and the cutoff went down to 131, which then led to 146 by counting error. The paper was 1 plus 1 equal to how much? It's not that bad, but like that. And lot of errors. And then I'm not even writing what happened last year. How many of you taken the test last year? These are the no. And please remember this. Let's have an understanding. I think Patiala is going to take the test, no? This year. This year the paper is going to be written by Patiala. Any of you, Patiala. Now let me tell you, who is going to make the paper? Who is going to create the paper? Will they outsource it? A professor को बनाना ना. It's not like वो कॉल के जीरो जीरो 10% बनाना है. ऐसा नहीं है ना. अच्छा ठीक है. एक प्रोफेसर किसका कॉलेज है? नेशनल लॉ कॉलेज है ना. So I'm assuming they will make legal का paper on their own. I'm also assuming they will make GK on their own. So last year they did not make GK on their own. They picked a lot of questions from GK to they got in. That's the website you find on the check. But I can say I'm also assuming there will be one English faculty who will do some English question. But I know for sure that RC is not going to make cut paste job. But mathematics is pure cut paste. He's going to take and say Raju to Ramu and give it to you. And your logical reasoning will be pure cut paste. Now don't ask me the question, so from there they're going to take the question. I don't know. What Lucknow did last year, which you took last year, Lucknow took the paper, math from another exam. That exam is called the Common Admission Test, which is a CLAT for the IA, where the math is the question is like 7 raised to 2008. What is the last 2 digits? People went, I'm going to be a lawyer. What do I do with this piece of information? It's 7,000 raised to 2008. Last digit can God. And there is multiple reasoning question with a cut paste and have a lot of errors. Now I'm assuming it's going to be Patiala actually started in 2006. CLAT started in 2008. There were 2 years, 2006 and 2007, with Patiala conducted their own test. Okay. If you go by what Patiala did in 2006 and 2007, I'm not promising that it's going to come, don't come and kill me. Don't come and kill me, but we'll get some sense on what we can expect. Okay, let me lay down what Patiala did in 2006 and 2007, their own test, and maybe the 6 faculties are there. So maybe we'll have a similar flavor. Again, disclaimer, I'm predicting, all predictions are bad. Like how we predicted option C for Uganda president for it is bad, the same prediction. Okay. We started with, okay. Legal, the lot of constitutional and contract. And legal GK, lot of legal current affairs. And there was a lot of questions on current affairs, which are the legal current affairs. So legal GK is something that you can study. Most of the questions are current affairs, most of them. And even if your static GK has got some relation to current affairs. Okay. The paper, I don't know how many of you, if you've been consistently taking the mock test, CLAT, by about mock 70, the paper was very difficult in the beginning, no? One fine day it changed, no? After mock 18, you're going, what happened? You know why that happened? Because that is when we came to know it's going to be conducted by Patiala. And people then decided, okay, this is going to be the test. So your test will be more or less similar to what happens after mock 18. So what you can expect therefore is probably something similar to this. Is what I believe. Like this. A score of 130 is what probably get you to top 3. A score of 120 will at least get you to Gandhinagar. Or maybe a Bhopal, Jodhpur, Gandhinagar, those kind of schools. Alright, so let's also go to section wise to figure out what best we can do. So this has been over the years. So I have put this is grammar. You know foreign words, no? Vocabulary based, para general reading comprehension. So every year there were a few foreign words. Foreign words are easy to study. For example, most of the foreign words are Latin words. Okay, Latin legal terms, no? So nota bene, bona fide, mens rea, actus reus, huh? Okay, non sequitur, quid pro quo, repsa locat quod, things like that, no? Huh? All this, and this is the, so all those of you, please, next 140 hours, please invest some time in this foreign word, maybe manageable. I'm not saying it's going to come, I'm just saying that it was it. Okay, so right. And how many of you taken the test that was submitted by in TCS? How many of you taken? That foreign word where those are French. Okay, not Latin, those were French. Do is ex machina. And you had nil admirari, and even nil is no. Admirari is admiration. There is an option which says no admiration. What is he trying to fool me? I don't know, finally, mom, admiration. Mom, wrong, not more admiration. Alright, so this is something that you can do. And grammar, you know, nothing to study. Vocabulary based question, please ignore. So which means this. So normally what happens is we want to get a score of about 30, no? So let's look at this. There are 25% of that thing bank knowledge and 15% which is based on English and what is the next one? Parageneral. Out of the 25%, mind you, a human being who has studied will get about 12. An answer. 15 I think you should be able to get. The problem happens on the second part. This parageneral and reading comprehension, out of the 15, you're not able to get almost everything correct. So if there's anything, a knowledge you want to improve, imagine getting, what about parageneral? All the 4 sentences are there only, no? Reading comprehension, passage to have a common and it's open for exam. And we ignore those. And in the 140 hours, mind you, it might be a good idea. If at all you are facing problems in parageneral and reading comprehension, parageneral in a matter of practice in 1 or 2 days, you can get it sorted out. And reading comprehension practicing maybe half an hour, one passage every single day. Maybe, just maybe, improving 3 marks is awesome. Let me tell you what improving 3 marks means. If I have to improve 3 marks in GK, the only way to improve now is to do static GK. Okay, there are 3% that is going to come in science. Okay, let me improve that mark. Oh, science has got physics, chemistry, biology, shit, chemistry, inorganic, organic, analytical, shit, organic. Oh! Okay, there are alcohol, alkaline, this, that, alcohol. Okay, I like it, but there is methanol, there is ethanol, there is butanol, propanol. You there? Goodbye. Let us try and focus on increasing 3 marks from here. Now, let me also mind you, if by chance, if this is going to happen, by chance, if this is going to happen, you need your answer. Okay, huh? Reading comprehension, by chance. I think some of the tests that some of the mocks that you've taken, you okay with, no? And you're going through. Very unlikely this is going to happen, very unlikely. But this is what you can do with your RC. Okay, so also let you know that these kind of questions will take less time, and these kind of questions is going to take more time by some. GK again is another. This is static GK current affairs. Oh shit! 2013 current affairs. This is a cute, no? So you have about on and 50% static and 50% current. Out of which is about 25% static, 25% current. Human being will out of the 25% static, human being will not 5. Generally, मतलब 5 तो ऐसे आ जाता है 5 6 and which means current affairs is what you can probably push as much as possible. Current affairs being across all subjects. So you figure out where you want to invest your time. Out of the 140 hours, can you push your and worse into worse. Please take all our tests once again. अपना पूरा test करना all take all the mocks. Solve every single question once again. Please do something. दो तीन मार्क्स मिल गया मतलब मस्त है. For you to improve about 20 divided by 20 marks overall, we have 5 sections. 20 divided by 5 is 4. On an average, is 4 per section. No? But even a 2 to 3 improvement in every section is going to have a huge impact overall. So this is 2011, and rest everything is okay. GK whatever must have takes business time. Math, your favorite. How many are 0 in math? How many are 15 plus? 15% math. Okay, 15 plus. So you get 15% math. And GK how much you get? GK 0 math. Let's take GK 10, no? GK 15. From you raise it. How much you get in GK? 20 plus, 20 plus. So look at this case. What's your name? Shivam. Look at Shivam's case. Shivam has a score of 20 in GK, but he has a score of 15 in math. Overall, कितना निकला? GK plus math 35. So Shivam will be work on other areas and try and get about very close to 90 to 100. You are there in the top 5 to 6. So what I'm saying is, why can't I at least solve 5 math? Where are my zeros? You are 0. You raise your hand. You don't like math? Or?
Sir, I don't. I think maths, but it makes me tight and
Alright. So okay. So do you want to do? I'm going to ask you 10 questions. Yes, yes. We are going to do how much time will take. You say the start timer. Okay. Alright. The script is your name. What's your name? Sarina. Sarina is okay. You can say start. 1 plus 1 equal to 10% of 100. 10% of 100. 10. Okay. The cost selling price is 100. Cost the selling price is 150. Cost price is 100. What is the profit percentage? 50%. कितना सेकंड हो गया? 15 seconds. इसको आप देखो. Okay. 15 seconds. Because how the hell do you know this kind of question is not there if you don't even visit math? No. What if you didn't even I mean, you are walking by, maths came by the side, is it Hatta? क्या टाइम पर लॉजिक and then you all cubes. I don't have a look at math, no? I'm okay. Let me tell you this. Forget what happened last year. I'm not even doing what happened last year. Last year was a disaster. Let's forget. 110 is top 5 last year. Actually, 118 was the cutoff for Bangalore. 117, no? 117. 117 out of 200 would have gone to Bangalore. Oh, last year. So let me do last year. Somebody GK 40 and legal was okay. Legal 40. 40 plus 40 is 80. With math, you are getting the top 3. Okay, coming back. There. Okay. What I want to do is that kind of I think what I want to do, you need Mehta. Sarina, who's Mehta? Is there Mehta? No Mehta. Okay, Sarina. What you have to do is this. You look at, take CLAT 2008 paper, till CLAT 2014 paper, solve it. And see how many math questions you know. Okay, huh? And if there are questions which say, what is 12% of 18%? Is that CLAT question? What is 12% of 18%? Answer the question. Or even if you don't know anything, you can write 12 divided by 100, multiply by 800. 0 cancel, 0 cancel, 0 cancel, 0 cancel. 12 ऊपर 8 नीचे, put on cross sign here, one underline. 8 2s are 16, 16 here, 1 on top of 1. Alright, this is the story. So mostly, if you want to bet, last 140 hours, you want to spend some time in that, you can bet on this guy. You can bet on basic arithmetic, profit and loss, simulated formula, those kind of things. बाकी ठीक है. Geometry का formula एक बार पढ़ लो. A cube was taken, melted and formed into a square. I need to know the formula of cube volume. I think 4 by 3 pi r cube. Or what is modern math? So let's keep that. Modern math is those things, permutations, combinations, probability, set theory, those kind of things are called modern math. How many? Alright, those kind of things. Some people don't like. How many people don't like permutation combination? Don't know. When I was your age, in my 10th, I didn't know permutation combination. I went on to become an engineer after that. Alright, so this is arithmetic list. So you will find easy questions. You will find moderate difficult questions. That's what it is. You might find 5 easy questions. Imagine 500 to listen. Improving 5 marks is also known. Imagine improving 5 marks. How much are you going to put for improving 5 marks? According to our calculation. 5 into 3 marks, 15 marks. When you can actually go there and solve the 5 marks, that 5 marks question that you already know. Doesn't make sense. And then comes logic. This is what I'm talking about logic. Madam, we would be in your rank would may get may end up into a problem if you don't manage this one. This is one thing. Don't leave anything out. Yeah. So this has been over the years. Look at let's go back. I think this is like a pink color. The pink is verbal. You know what verbal listening is, no? All cats. A statement is given. Go to the market and buy vegetable. Which of the following is implied and all those things. And there is critical listening. Critical listening is a short passage with a question. Which of the following strengthens the argument? That is the red. And I put AR group question. It means one set, 8 people sitting around a circle, one having tea, and B sitting to the left of A, and stuff like that. And then you have AR simple question, which is things like this. A man walked 4 kilometers north, then decided, oh shit, let me turn right, walk 3 kilometers, then turn 45 degrees and went somewhere. And where is he now? He's at home. And you look at the whole story, and this I'm telling you about everyone. If you don't know anything logical listening, 140 hours is a must. Look at how it went. Year number 1, 2008. Critical listening. 2009, all verbal listening. Then all verbal listening. Suddenly 2011, critical listening, little bit of verbal listening. And if you look at 2014, AR, analytical listening, verbal listening, anything can happen. Anything can happen in logical reasoning. And you don't go by this thing that I like analytical reasoning, I like analytical reasoning, I like analytical reasoning, and then you go to the examination, God, and so that you do every single thing. And now comes legal. So the single question actually takes less time, and this takes more time. Then comes your legal question over here. Legal question also, hey there. Over the years. This is legal. Okay, let's understand what this is. The black is legal knowledge question. These are all legal things. So criminal law, tort, constitutional law, contracts. And this is what no principle given. Only facts. And then you said, this happened in this place. This happened only once. And that was total victory. Actually, huh? And you are expecting now. I was talking about legal knowledge. 2009 and 2010 is full of legal knowledge. What I'm expecting to purchase is about 20% in legal knowledge and 30% legal reasoning. Irrespective of whatever, I think one thing that you must do is legal thinking. If you have not done, please spend 140 hours sometime in your legal thinking. All right, so yeah. Once contract. I don't know. Which you find it most easy? Criminal law taught constitutional contract. This criminal, no? Criminal is black and white. If you kill that guy, murder. He kills him, murder. Tort sort of fight there. Reasonable. Reasonably, vicarious liability. Master is liable for. Also, कभी होता नहीं है. In the course of employment, what is the course of constitutional law? I'm betting this. Okay. I'm betting this. You look at all your mistakes that you're making in legal knowledge, legal reasoning, and the highest number of mistakes that you make will be constitutional. Because you don't read it. Every principle is different. Every constitution. And contract will be. I think now you're sorted, no? Contract is offered to the accepted consideration from his yeah.
So many times we just see that both they have different process.
Okay, you have to take two things. One is the first thing that you must do, you must read the principle. Whatever happens, read the principle. Even if you think you know, read the principle. The principle gives you a lot of criteria on which you can make a decision. Okay, so you take the, and then you go to the fact and see the criteria is met or not met. And you take a decision, liable or not liable, and the explanation has to lead to the principle. नहीं वो नहीं होना चाहिए आपको फाइनली आपको जो एक्सप्लेनेशन है एक्सप्लेनेशन जो देता है ना ये लाइन that explanation will be a part of the principle. Okay, there is just one more thing which will directly talk about principle. And this yeah. Okay, so coming back. So this is now in terms of knowledge, ladies and gentlemen, you have 140 hours. Okay, you have 140 hours. And you figure out how much time. I'm broadly telling. One RC passage takes about what? Half an hour? Reserve, read, come back. Maybe about half an hour and 5.
Hello, someone has parked this black Sumo 7003 in front of VIP gate. 7003 black Sumo VIP gate parked करके please अभी यूजर के गाड़ी दो.
ये तो पुलिस स्टेशन से ले लेंगे. पार्लियामेंट स्ट्रीट पुलिस स्टेशन is close by.
Otherwise, the गाड़ी will go to the police station.
हाँ, अगर यहाँ से नहीं गया तो पुलिस.
Until you learn one principle and legal reasoning, so let it happen and see what happens. And we can figure out something. All right. So here what it is. You figure out. Each one has got a different issue, a different problem. You figure out what is the best. That every 5 hours that I'm going to spend, every 3 hours I'm going to spend, is going to push my mark by 1. Okay. And what is the best thing that I can do in 3 hours? Which is my vocabulary is really bad to do. 3 hours पे 1 mark नहीं होता है. Right? Okay. Now let's go to test taking as an issue. This is an issue that most of you, some of you have told me that you said you have a problem. A lot of you have a problem. And I'll tell you what the problem is. How many questions are knowledge based? We counted that. No? How many questions knowledge based? We counted 100. 100 knowledge based questions will take how many minutes? आप हमने 3 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया था ना मैंने How many minutes solve किया था? 15 सेकंड में solve किया था. On an average, one question takes about 5 to 10 seconds. One question takes about 10 seconds. But when you don't even read, no, you just look.
मंगाना पड़ेगा.
And then you move. One question takes about 10 seconds. 100% takes about 1000 seconds. 1000 divided by 60. 0 got cancelled. 100 divided by 6. 6 ones are 6. 1. 40. 16 point something. And I'm counting 16 minutes. 100%, 16 minutes. You're not believing what I'm saying. Other thing, 100% 20 minutes. 100% 30 minutes. 100% 30 minutes. You are saying, how much time will it take for a GK? 10 minutes. Legal GK 10 questions, 20 questions? 5 minutes. 10 plus 5, 15. All the G math, 25 questions, vocabulary, grammar, all that. 5 to 7 minutes. Let's count. He's counting 15 plus 5 plus 5 is how much? 20 minutes. Yeah. If you take 20 minutes. So we have how many minutes left? 100 minutes. How many questions? 100 questions, 100 minutes. 1 minute per question. Can you not solve 1 minute on an average 1 minute per question? On an average. Let's say I have a group AR question, a group X, इसके साथ 5 questions दिया हुआ है. Which means that AR can be solved in 5 minutes. Can you solve one AR group question in 5 minutes? People are sitting. Yeah, 5 minutes. Reading comprehension. How many questions are given? 10 questions. 1 per minute. 10 minutes. Can you not solve in within 10 minutes? Yes. And then you have the syllogism. All apples are mangoes. All mangoes are grapes. Therefore, all apples are grapes. This will take about 10-15 seconds. So what do you know? Even if you take, let's say, 1.5 minutes for certain questions, you take much less than for many questions. Oh, logically, you tell me, all of you making issue with respect to time management, you tell me what is going on. And why do we have a time management problem? I'll tell you why. The first thing is this. Is how do you deal with knowledge-based questions? What does knowledge-based question mean? Either I know or I don't know. But therefore, what you should not do doing in knowledge-based question is this. You solve a question on knowledge-based, you're going. What is the antonym to the word sanguine? How many people know the meaning of the word sanguine? It means optimistic, positive something, optimistic, optimistic. It is optimistic. Actually, optimistic during a difficult situation. When things are going really bad, and I'm still saying, win. Like most of us today. Yeah, that is sanguine. Now let's say the meaning came, the word came, sanguine. What is antonym? What is the point if you don't know the meaning of the word to do this? How can you waste time? Oh, sanguine, next. Palpable, next. Nil adrenaline, next. Bruce Beckina, next. How much time? 5 questions now down in the matter of seconds. What we do is this. This is what happens. Okay. Palpable, next. Sanguine, next. Nil adrenaline, next. Why? Confident. Next. Let's say it happened for all the 100 questions. On a complete, let's talk about GK. You've been studying GK a lot. Complete static GK. Question number 1, next. Question number 2, next. Question number 3, next. 4, next. Fine. Next. What should you keep reading? You're feeling shit, you said. You said shit. You know what I should be feeling? I'm feeling awesome. Because I know everyone is getting screwed. You sitting there and feeling shit. And I'm looking at you. I am not feeling anything. Your marks is 0, my mark is 0, your mark is 0 is like this. Shit. My mark is 0, right? Why are you feeling bad? If you don't know, you don't know. Get over it. The second, yeah.
I don't know if it's an issue with everybody, but it's just losing potential. In knowledge-based questions, there are a lot of questions which you have some vague idea of.
Alright, I'm coming to that.
Is the answer about once you
The next time the next time that happen knowledge, you've read that question before. But I am. And out of the 4 options, those both nahi hai. And there is B and C. You are going like you're sitting in the blue and you're constipating. You're sitting in the come on. Where is it? Get up, please. Get off. Huh? This is what we should do. Awesome. I read the question. DC confused. Mark a video. You mark it, what do you know? Why don't you break it? This is what I'm going to happen. My last sentence is purely breaking my head. I will collect all the breaking head towards the end. And if I have time to reach the end, I will still break my head. The last sentence. Why do you have to break it then? In the beginning. So you get time on knowledge questions by thinking. Let me tell you, thinking is a waste of time. Doing. So the good news is I have decided fast what I will do with 100 questions. You tell me you'll have more time. And your whole issue is I don't know so many questions, I'm losing marks. My issue is not that. All I am interested in, ladies and gentlemen, is marks per minute. Let me repeat. I am interested in marks per minute. Let me get that out. I am interested in marks per second. I am looking at a question and the timer is going on and I am thinking, how many marks? 0. How many seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same question. 10 seconds, 0 marks. 1 question. Are also enough? 10%, 0 marks, 10 questions. First question, 0. Next. 10%. Done. 0 marks. 10. So here is what you will do, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, I don't know what is the order that you take. What is the order that you take? You can take it as any order. But what you must understand is practical knowledge first. Knowledge first. Because the good thing about knowledge is get it over with. 100% will get over like this. Before you even know it, you have a lot of greens. And you feel like it's about to go, yeah? And then you can start solving. Because you have 5 sections. Does section matter by the way? Is there a section about? Is that? If there's a tie, your legal reasoning score is valid. But there is no tie. Hardly. Any tie. Is it a section about? No. What is weightage for every question? 1 mark. So how does it matter which section? Marks. Let's talk about our options. We don't care what section. We don't care what question. I know the question. I don't know the question. I like the topic. I don't like the topic. I don't care. All I care are marks. All I care is marks and marks per second and also marks per minute. So this is a simple sequencing. Okay, for example, if there are 10 questions and you are doing 10 minutes, this is what it is, no? 120 questions and 120, actually 200 questions. 200 questions, 120 minutes. Okay. So, but then all the questions are difficult. The first question is medium, second is medium, third is easy, fourth is difficult, fifth is difficult, sixth is easy, so on and so forth. An easy question takes less time, medium question deserves that much time, and difficult question deserves that much time. And some of you, for some reason, reach the session and decide you want to go from order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. An order. If you go by the order, what is going to happen? You start the first medium question, after a lot of time gone. Second medium, third easy का mark हो गया, fourth difficult है, shit, this stage है ना नहीं. And this is panic. You read the reading comprehension like one rocket, and then you go to the question according to the passage. Shit. And travel back to the and you hope that controller. What do? You should do this. You start, let's pick the easy one first. I will do the third question first, sixth question second, ninth question, all easy now. Give me do that. Then you do the medium one next. I will do the first one, I will do the second one, I will do the seventh one. Ninth question हो गया, I am going on. You are obviously thinking about asking me this question. कोई लिख के देता नहीं, यूटी क्या है? नहीं है ना? तो who has to decide? You decide. What is easy, what is difficult, and what is, and there is a broad way of understanding what is easy takes less time. There is a broad way of understanding. So you don't know. See, whenever you go to a paper, a section, you do it in one round and two rounds. Okay. In the same way, I won't spend much time in the page. You know everything. There is तो टाइमर देखे डरता है नहीं डरता है डरना नहीं चाहिए make your friend happy is my show okay after 30 minutes I expect to do such a number of questions my marks are good after 60 minutes I keep looking at and make it that's the timer everything is there no tab है question है button है color आता है master response है we always plus save and next you have to always type save and next. Don't just mark next because it won't be recorded. You have to always type save and next. Have you seen this button? What is the button called? How many of you have not seen the question paper button or hearing for the first time? You honest? As you are hearing the question paper button, okay. So what happens when you press question paper button? You can see the whole question like this, one by one. Huh? That's how. You don't know this? Do you know? That's a head. There's a button on the right hand corner that says question button. You press it, you can scroll down on the paper. You can't stop it there, but even if you can't stop. How important is this button in our awesomeness case? How important is the button? This is my precious button. Without this button, I am not doing it. The first thing that I am going to do when the test happens, you always think waste of time. Nothing, planning is never waste of time. I am going to hit particular button. I'm okay, fine. Now you guys, you can imagine what is happening. Let's think of two scenarios in your mind. Okay. Alright, I click particular button. I'm scrolling down. I can see RC. Only RC. GK nothing to see. No, scroll down. Math nothing to see. So I scroll down. And then I spell legal. All legal GK. I can't say legal GK. Okay. And then I scroll down. I'll say knowledge. I can see about 8 set of analytical history questions, 5 questions each. Only analytical history. No. What goes to my mind? We will not panic. That we decided, no? First thing was minus. बाकी वाला 15 बैठ के क्वेश्चन नंबर तो शुरू कर दिया. तो पता नहीं what is going to be. So after about 1 hour, when you going to reach the legal section, it is great planning. Then you realize there is no legal reasoning at all. We, on the other hand, because of our awesomeness, we figured out upfront. What to pay for it? Now I'm still on planning work. Alright, okay, my mind is working. What do I do? Okay, let's say round mark. There is nothing, no round mark in, no knowledge especially in English. And my work. मेरे पास जीके है 50 क्वेश्चन I can solve it in another 10 minutes. पूरा लीगल जीके है 10 मिनट वाला. पूरा do 2 seconds 100% what over in 20 minutes. What math? Math 10 मिनट डाल देता हूँ मैथ को ऐसे देखने के लिए 10 मिनट मैथ. कितना गया आपके पास? 30 मिनट निकल गया. बचा कितना? 90 मिनट. कितना सेकंड है? दो ही है. एक मेरे पास लॉजिकल रीजनिंग है, एक मेरे पास इंग्लिश है. और सब पास करूंगा. काफी सारे. each object takes about 8 minutes. 8 goes on 32 minutes. Which means 30 minutes में 4 से कम होगा. बचा कितना टाइम है आपके पास? 60 minutes. पूरा करूंगा. मेरा आर्टिकल बेसिक वापस चेक करूंगा. ताकि मैथ पूरा करूंगा. I will ask one paper for one question. पूरा स्टेप लिख के सारा पेपर. How many additional paper can you ask? How many can you ask? Additional paper, rough paper. कितना बोलते हैं? How many rough papers can you collect? Unlimited. No. Ask. No. Raise your hand. Take the paper. Hunchy. Ask one more. Man. Your question button has to be. And I click. Okay, I'm clicking. अच्छा, बहुत सारा दस आपको दिया, तारा जम रहा है, बाकी 3 बैग है, ठीक है. सेट है अपना सेट है. जी के तो देखना नहीं, आप तो देखना नहीं. उसके बाद लीगल है, फीस और बेसिक है. लॉजिक और पूरा वर्बल रीजनिंग है. फिट. तो फाइट है, ठीक है. तो मिस्टेक कॉमन, ठीक है. इंग्लिश में मेरा एक लॉन्ग वन है. और छोटे-छोटे दिखता है. So then you plan this. You therefore you must understand how important this guy is. Question number. Second thing is, how many have taken the test yesterday? Raise your hand. TCS ka not yesterday, no? Did you get any problem doing reading comprehension? That you have to scroll left and go right. Huh? Including that. Go left. And what is the best place to do reading comprehension? By clicking the question button. Because it will be there in one shot. So what you should do whenever you want to solve reading comprehension, hit the question button, mark your answers and come back. But it will always be down. Go on left side. Even question button. It will help you to do what? Now, so that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if there's a problem with question button, this will be a nice step. Normal button is a nice step. Okay, na? Irrespective of whatever, solving every question button would be the best. And for some of you struggling, for example, anti reasoning, anyone struggling with a group one? Okay, na? It will be better to do using question button because चारों साथ में दिख जाएगा आपको. So you can also use question button to solve RCM something. Then all this color number. Anyone has never used this thing? Pilot, anyone never used? Can I ask you, Adam? Have you used this pilot? Mark for review. How do you actually review after that? No, no. Mark for review is like what? You know what should happen in the CLAT? Is that your last, how your last 5 minutes should be? बहुत हो गया, सब कर दिया, सब that doesn't happen. If you manage your knowledge-based questions well, and don't waste your time. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Yeah, in the logic-based question, for example, RC and everything, sometimes what happens, you get stuck with two options, right? Sometimes you get stuck with two options. What should you do? Very good. Mark or finish. Don't evaluate. Because you are stuck with two options after reading, after evaluating, you reading one more time. How is going to solve? Let me also ask you this question. One more thing. Another time wasting issue is this. How many of you solve a question? It normally happens in analytical reasoning and maths. Analytical reasoning maths. You solve a question, you got stuck somewhere, you already spent about 2 minutes, what do you do next? Huh? Solve more. How many of you solve more? I'm going to talk to you. A lot of people solve, you're not telling me. Let me talk to those people who feel mad. After 31 minutes, I'm stuck. This is an analogy that I'm going to take. This analogy is about. Let me ask you, what's your name? Aram. Aram, your friend called you. Your friend is married to this guy from IIT. Not there. Business there. लेकिन बेचारा एक दिन उसका बिजनेस बंद हो गया और मोबाइल डाल कुछ किया था फ्रस्ट्रेशन था घर पे आया तुम्हारा फ्रेंड तो बीवी ने बोला कि क्यों दारू क्यों भी क्या टाइम पास कर रहा है husband picked up wife no friend and a friend is calling and asked for advice. What should I do? He's trying. What is your advice? To be married. He's saying that what is the advice? Leave him. How do you say leave him? How do you say give one more chance? One more chance. One more chance. File a case against someone. Huh? Phone and date. One more chance and leave the truth. Hit him. Okay, we are giving them violent advice. Don't give them advice. Huh? We hit a person. But what psychology says is this. When the abuse happens the first time, that's when you leave. You leave the first time. Because if you are not leaving the first time, you will never leave. You wait for the next or third time. Now why I am asking this question? Here is question of profit and loss. My favorite. And I was reading the question, solving the question, in the middle, the question did this. What should you do? What should you do at that point in time? Leave it then and there. You are leaving the question on the first abuse. And if you are not leaving the question on the first abuse, you are never leaving. You want to stick out with this question. Always come back. So this is what then there's let me give you a story. I think in the morning I was telling this story. Let me give you a story about how you play chess. But you always know chess. Two people sit and keep thinking and a lot of pieces. 16 on one side, 16 on the other side. They keep playing. The best player in this world is Magnus Carlsen. In India, there is Vichy. Magnus Carlsen beat him. I think last year. Okay. And in chess, there are a lot of these computer games. And a lot of you play chess in mobile app. And when you go to level 12 or something, you can't beat the computer. And there are a lot of computer programs available today, which even Magnus Carlsen can't beat. No human being can beat a computer. I'm talking about Houdini, Voodoo, Stockfish, the high-end computer program, which no human being can beat. Three reasons why no human being can beat. One is obviously the computer is processing information like nobody's business. If you give 5 seconds to the computer, he has thought of millions of moves. Imagine giving the computer 45 seconds. So, you just can't survive. Second is no fatigue. He is not going to get tired. Third is that person does not have a memory. There is absolutely no memory. When a computer plays, you play a move. as a human being, have already planned from 5-6 years and bringing back memory into the particular thing. For a computer, there is no memory. All that is saying, from here on, how do I win? You make one move. He's forgotten everything. He doesn't know anything. All that is thinking is here on, how do I win? Number one attitude, the first thing that what you must do is 140 arms. From here on, how do I win? Number two, computer does is that he does not have any love affair with any pieces. We want queen, no, we protect the queen. Because that is the most important piece. It is very powerful. Computer does not care. If he is going to win the game and sacrifice the queen, he is going to sacrifice the queen. So in your case, you are going to play nice but very computer, heartless, dispassionate, brutal, aggressive, and only thing that you are playing is you are playing to win, not to lose, not to draw, only play to win. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so color codes benefit from it. So one way of looking at the paper, which is my way of looking at the paper, very difficult. Way of looking at the paper is to look at the paper like this. So I don't look at sections, I look at questions. So for example, in English, there is a knowledge-based question that takes less time and logic-based question that takes more time. In math, easy question is what I think is easy, what I think is difficult, yours will be different. And GK, either I know or I. So probably need to work out those kind of questions that logic is some questions that they take less time, some questions that take more time, and legal is less more. One way looking at the paper is not look at section, look at paper like this. Maybe take 17 minutes and put a 14 minutes buffer. And not to solve my section, solve my question. But I don't want to recommend this now because you're already used to something. Okay? So don't make complete thing what you are used to. So let me just do it and go to probably what you normally do. You do something like this, no? Because question by question. My only suggestion is do like this. Okay, you are about 25 minutes for English, 15 minutes for math, 10 minutes for GK, that's fair. About 25 minutes for logic, 25-30, 35 minutes for legal, and I put a buffer of about 10 minutes at the end. That's the buffer. Always plan a buffer at the end. Okay, so that will have time. And the next thing I want to do is do something like this. So start with GK, do as much as I can, go to English, do it in 2 rounds. So first you knock off all the simple ones and then you do your RC. And maths, do like that. Logic like this. And legal like that. So what will happen, once you are hitting, after the math is this, you've gone to the paper, the stamp accuracy, you type the stamp accuracy. Okay, क्या analysis page में accuracy एकदम नहीं पहले बहुत सारे ग्राफ आता तो समझता नहीं है और नीचे बहुत सारे खड़ा रखा ना easy questions, medium questions, and difficult questions. What I want to do is, I want to do this easy first, and then do easy to medium, and leave out difficult. So you don't waste time. But by the time you read, you get an idea. So a lot of knowledge-based question is automatic. Your problem will happen in math. So read a question, you know you can solve, you don't know you cannot solve it. Don't take time. Don't take time. I will 20 minutes for English, 10 minutes for math, 10 minutes for GK, 20 minutes for logic, 20 minutes for legal, and probably a buffer of about 10 minutes. Or I always keep buffer and 2 ways of solving. One is my way of solving, very difficult. My way of solving is solve like this. So this is your way of solving. Again now, I think my way of solving is like this. I open page number 1. कितना अपना knowledge है पढ़ा कितना हो गया पेज नंबर 2 पेज नंबर 3 पेज नंबर 4 5 6 एंड में आ गया ओके चलो हम 2 पेज नंबर 1 पेज नंबर 2 don't take it now don't do that now but my only suggestion is ensure that you don't get stuck anywhere any of the questions Alright, so there is so so two things I want to do is one is first step is we go back and write down those numbers. How much you actually know and figure out what plan of action you want to do. Put in 140 hours and see what is the best way you can figure 140 hours and have a sensible plan and give it very well. And focus on improving one or two questions. Irrespective whatever happens in the mock in the next 5, 6 days, 7 days, whatever happens. Absolutely whatever happens. Just don't give up. All you need to do is to last only the detail matters. And you can have more any surprises. So just don't give up. That's what I want to tell you. God bless you. And if you have any questions, you can ask. Oh, it's awesome. Either you've understood everything or you've understood nothing. I'm updating the formal. And thank you so much. And wonderful talking to you. And thank you.
बंद कर दो प्रताप